Hi, Sagittarius. It's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another outstanding reading. Yeah, we want to use another word today, right? Instead of the bomb or phenomenal, right? Hope you guys are well, Sagittarius. And yeah, we have the devil here, but in this deck, it is someone who is passionately, wildly passionate about somebody. This is about temptation. The kind that you're just way too tempted, that type of temptation, right? And so, yeah, Dreaming Johnny is at the bottom of the deck here too, Sagittarius. Here he is, and he's looking up at the butterflies, and he's so busy in his dream about what he wants. He's not really dreaming, he's walking, but he's daydreaming, right? He's so busy doing that or consumed with that he's getting ready to fall into the water because the dock is broken here, right? The wooden dock. Yeah, it's been broken, right? You can see the other side over here. So he's going to fall in the water. He definitely is. And so, and for him, it's the sea of love, right? That's not really the ocean, but hey, it doesn't look like it. And so, yeah, this is definitely passionate because we have Taurus, which is Venus, and we have Mars here. And Mars can be about sex and passionate. Aries are very passionate people. Yeah, fiery and passionate. And so Mars can definitely be about sex and passion, and Venus is about love. And yeah, it can be about sex too. It definitely can. Anything that earthy, right? Sex is definitely earthy, isn't it? I hope it still is, right? Yeah. So before we begin, though, Sagittarius, if you would like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. I am a Silva grad, and they are accurate because of that, yeah. And then also get your tarot spread at the end, so you have two different, unique insights, yeah. And they're a lot of fun. We do them on the phone, right? Yeah. And so if you would like your own free 5-minute psychic reading, that link with Mystic Sense is below. If you would like your tarot spread done, the tarot, unto itself, you can get one of those. So let's do this, Sagittarius, right? If you want your natal chart read, yeah, it's deep. It definitely is. And so, yeah, go check out my Divine Soul Astrology channel. Okay, so Sagittarius, in this reading, we see the fallen king. Yeah, and so, he didn't fall off the cliff, or, he didn't, get off the bus and fall, right? Do they have kings that take the bus? I don't think so, right? So, no, they don't take the bus. No, they don't. And so, but he's fallen off the throne, and the jester is laughing at him, and the jester is really supposed to be there to entertain him. But instead, the jester is saying, "You're a fool. Look, you fell down here. You fell from the throne. It's time to get up." So it's very symbolic. It's time to get up and go. It's very symbolic of, giving up your, what do they call that? It's not abducting the throne. I forget what they call it. When you give up the throne and, you don't want to be the king anymore. And so, but, the jester is telling him, you need to give this up. You're not effective. You've fallen. You don't have your powers, and it can be a scandal too, right? It's possible, that's why this is fallen. And we have Leo over here. These signs are here, which are always interesting because Leo is about love. It is, and it can be about ego too. And I feel like there's some ego here because he has the mirror, and he's going, look at, you're a fool. Look at the so there is ego here, probably in some type of a lower, maybe, ego has too much pride, things like that, because, it's the trip here. Maybe he didn't really want to go, but he's definitely telling the king, it's time for you to go for whatever, a myriad of reasons, I believe. And here we have the Aquarius glyph, and this is about freedom in this particular, right? Aquarius is about freedom. Yeah, it is. That's one of them, right? And we have Mars over here, and then we have the sun. But this Mars here, it can be about a few things, right, with this card. But, here's the bird. It's almost like the bird showed up and said, yeah, you need to go, right? And so the jester has and so the king is feeling like a fool. And he is giving up his duties. That's what that is. What do they call that when you leave the throne? Right. And so I haven't had to do it for a long time, Sagittarius. So that's why I don't know the right adjective for that, right? The definition of leaving the throne, right? And so we start here with the Six of Pentacles, and here's the nice couple from Sense and Sensibility. I don't recall their names, nor are they really important in my opinion here, but it's the Six of Pentacles, aka the Diamonds, and they're walking hand in hand, and they're talking. They're happy. You can tell the look on their face, and they're sharing, and she has her arm around his, she's holding onto his arm, and they're just walking with peace too. They definitely are. It's interesting how we have the flowers right here at his feet, kind of like they are building, like this is fertile. It can grow, right? Yeah, definitely. So we have the Six of Pentacles, which is sharing for sure. Sharing and caring, that's what it is. And then the Devil is there for the temptation, and he's looking at some woman here, but they're not showing the woman, but you can tell by his face, kind of. That's how it kind of looks here. And the Magician is something new. And she is the Magician in this particular deck. And she's looking at something, some type of papers or something. But this talks about being able to do something new and like being skilled at it. And so somebody wants a new beginning with you in this reading, Sagittarius. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I feel like they do. And now, and they could be giving up some type of duty over here, whatever that is. Because whoever this is at the top is one person typically. That's just how it is in my readings, right? So it could be you or them. And then here's the woman, and you can see her breast a tiny bit, but I don't know if they're going to deal, not like that. But the point about her is that she is in the bathroom, and this is really hard for somebody to do, so because she's drawing pain on her own back. So there's some type of ending here because we have the Scorpio glyph on this card, right? Or I feel like there is. This is like, I feel like it has to do with kind of regeneration and secrets, because here's the Two of Swords on this picture with, it's not really the three, but it's a heart with swords in it, and it is here on the wall. So this is about pain in love, and she, she's drawing blood to her back, from her back, and it is about passion. We have, pretty sure here, it can be about belief systems. Here's Taurus, right? But the glyph, right? But this is about somebody who is doing something that's painful in order to be with you, and it does include them giving up their marriage, relationship, friendship with somebody, giving up where they live, just giving up some type of responsibility in order to show up for you. Here's the barn, and this shows the barn is they're going to come visit you. Maybe they're a cowboy, right? Sagittarius, maybe like cowboys, right? Maybe live in Texas or, Oklahoma or something like that, right? And so here's the barn, and it is about a visitor. Yeah, because, that's what this card's about. And somebody's coming, a call-in, Sagittarius, right? And that is completely, they're coming a call-in or coming a court and something like that, right? And I'm not from the South, but my grandmother was, right? So here's the Two of Pentacles, and this is good luck with the clovers and the pennies, and this is about abundance. This person's coming to bring you news. The visitor brings news, and they're coming to tell you that they want something very abundant with you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that here's, this is good luck, and here's the money, and these are pentacles. So this person wants something stable with you because it's a pentacle, and they may have some money, Sagittarius, right? So if they left the throne here, and I would really like somebody to tell me how to say that, right? If they left the throne, it's not abducted, but it's something like that. Abducted the throne, right? It's not that, but if they have left the throne, maybe your person, and they're a king, maybe they're coming with some money. They could, right? Which is a good thing because prices are high, right? Yeah, okay. So let's see what else we have, Sagittarius. And today we'll use these cards. Yeah, because I'm kind of feeling this way. See what we got for Sagittarius, please. We're going to take the Eight of Swords. We're just taking one. Eight of Swords, he's cutting ties. That's what this is about, the fallen king. This is cutting ties with some obligation. That's what it is. So we also have Judgment. So there's the rebirth. And, you know, on this card where she's, it's calling, I forget what they call that card, but it has to do with self-pain. And there is Scorpio here. This is about an ending, and it is, it's about a rebirth too, right? Yeah, hold on one second, guys. Let me turn this off. Sorry about that. Oh, I beg your pardon. So, anyway, Judgment is here next to the Eight of Swords. And so we know judgment is an ending of some sort. And what I mean by that is, even though ending doesn't even, it's not a nice word, right? Ending, right? But basically, you know, it's rebirth. So something dies to be reborn, right? So there is an ending there. And, you know, this is a decision too. Because this king who's giving up his duties, whatever that is, he made a decision to do it. He had to have the jester tell him, though, right? Maybe it's his, you know, the jester reminds me of the page, right? Maybe it's one of his kids. Just kidding. And so let's see what else we have for Ten of Swords is reversed. Okay. It's a real reversal. I always like to check. Case, right? Don't want them all. And now we have the Nine of Swords. So we see all these completions. Wow, we have the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Swords. So the 8 is cutting ties. The 9 over here is conquering fears. Kind of like to do it. And the 10 of Swords reversed here, though, is rebuilding. Or a new beginning. And he is dying. He's already died, this man, and they're honoring him. You know, and it's interesting because this king here, he's still like leaving the throne with some honor. Yeah, he is in some way. I feel like the jester is saying, leave before you're really a fool. Yeah. And so, you know, and this is also implying that somebody was not happy. Right? The king's like, I'm not happy. He wouldn't have fallen. Right? And that's what he's trying to show him. So somebody's rebuilding. There's a new beginning here. And there was a decision here in the challenge. The rebirth is in the challenge. In other words, like, it could be like, well, I don't know if I'm going to have a rebirth. It could be that. But this giving up this throne here by the king is really difficult because right before it is, this is called castigation, like self-castigation. So she's punishing herself. She's got all these kind of little spiky, kind of like, you know, when they have those, like in the medieval times, right? They had an axe and sometimes it had like these spikes on it. Yeah. Not just a plain old axe, that wasn't enough, right? Well, those are here on her whip, but they're mini. They're small, and she's got all this blood dripping from her back. So, you know, this is definitely about this giving up this throne or giving something away or relinquishing your duties, right, was painful to do. It could be an ending to a relationship. It might be. So let's see, and you know, there's somebody's fighting their fears in the reading because he's slaying the dragon. Yeah, and he's a wimpy guy, right? Doesn't mean, you know, you can't read a book, judge a book by its cover, right? You can't, right? I know people with big muscles and, you know, they're like a fraidy cat, right? Yeah, totally. Let's see what we got. Scaredy cat, fraidy cat. Let's see what else we have here. The Death card, see, that's what I'm saying. There's an ending here for sure. And let's see what else. Six of Swords is another ending. It's another transformation. Leaving one place to ending here for a new beginning over on the other side of the shore, right? Or the island or whatever. And it's just like her, the magician here, right? Who's, you know, Nice, pretty and dressed beautiful. I mean, this is back in the kind of the English Victorian thing, or maybe it's not Victorian, but they all had money. They did, most of them. And so she's here. And so she is a magician, but she's doing something new. And she's the King of Wands, Sagittarius, because the clubs are wands in this deck. Yeah. So let's see what else we have. The moon reversed. Lots of majors here. The moon, judgment, the death card, and completions. We have the King of Wands in the environment. Three of Pentacles. And the High Priestess. Okay, so here we are. The moon reversed is a concerning message in the reading. So the moon reversed is like no longer being completely emotional about, it could be about a Cancerian who's kind of, maybe not in a great place right now, could be, but it's usually about somebody's no longer kind of fretting, biting their fingernails, or they're no longer emotionally like screwed up, I guess, is maybe that sounds extreme, but the moon is about your emotions and what makes you feel safe, because this is the fourth house in astrology, and this is the home and family. So this has to do with their childhood. It doesn't have for everybody, but I'm saying in astrology, it is, rooted in the childhood. The first five, really, and really until you get to 7 is kind of to the 7th house. But yeah, it's gradual about your childhood, right? Aries is the first when you're born, the ascendant. That is the original ascendant, kind of. Your ascendant might not be Aries, though. But my point about the moon reversed is that maybe this person is concerned, Sagittarius, if you are no longer kind of on an emotional roller coaster, possibly, because the moon is about an emotional roller coaster, or it can be about doubts and fears, which is similar. So this is reversed, and yeah. So let's see what else we have here, and why do we have judgment? Why do we have judgment? Knight of Wands is with it. This is somebody this is all about like making a decision here to get up and go from something. And so here is the Knight of Wands, and so that may be you, Sagittarius, but there's definitely a decision, and it's a challenging decision on some level that's already been made. This has been made. I can totally tell. Three of Swords. Just kind of wanted to like pop out. Remember, the Two of Swords, like the heart here, is on the wall where this lady is drawing blood. This is almost like I'll do this for this person that I love. I'll hurt myself, or I'll go through something painful, so I can have something new with this magician, and so I can abdicate. Is that it? Abdicate, I think it is. What did I say? Abduct? That's real great, right? Abdicate the throne. Somebody wants to be your, I don't know, maybe your favorite mistake here, Sagittarius, but that's probably not accurate. But there's some type of mistake going on here, at least maybe in the past, for sure. There is definitely a mistake with that guy. Both of these cards talk about this. These two cards are a trip, because in this reading, this talks about maybe I didn't know myself. I'm in the wrong relationship, because he's telling him that. He goes, you shouldn't be king. You got to get to stepping. And the bird just came to drop that message, and the bird's, flying away, almost laughing. This is good art, right? And here's the jester laughing. And here's the king in the mirror looking confused, like, duh. Oh, I fell out of my throne. Well, duh. Okay, so this is about like a mistake here. And this is also about a mistake because nobody wants to really have to draw blood from their own back. So this is like, this is what I did, and this is the punishment I have to take. So there's been a major mistake here. Somebody made a major mistake. It's not power and light, no. I mean, have I ever made mistakes? Yeah, I think so. Let me count them. Okay, well, I don't have enough hands, right? Let's see, enough fingers. So we have the Ten of Swords reversed. This sits in the root, right? Let's get a card. And we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Wow, lots of reversals here, for sure. Right? Three of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. It's third-party energy in this reading. Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and somebody's cutting ties with another relationship or with somebody else. Right here, Eight of Swords. That's what the giving up the king's abdicating the throne. Same thing as this. I'm cutting ties. I'm not doing this. I don't want this anymore. But when this person realized that they didn't want something else, Sagittarius, and that they made a mistake, they were like, it was like done through like an awakening. Like one day they went, oh shit. Because this king too, this is like happened one day. He was just sitting in his throne, looking out at the kingdom, right? Just sitting there, he's probably having a drink, but nobody saw it, right? But anyway, he's just sitting there, and the jester came to entertain him, and it's like it all happened that day. The jester said, you got to go. This wasn't a plan, because he just fell abruptly. Like, he just fell over and fell off the throne right away, like in, a heartbeat kind of. So this here is definitely, this is about a rebuilding. Ten of Swords reversed, Three of Pentacles. And, with this card combination, there could have been an ending. Ten of Swords, it already passed. It's in the reverse. Three of Pentacles. Somebody was working with somebody else here in a relationship. And now they're leaving that, giving up their right, giving up their throne. And it's really painful to leave because they're hurting somebody, I believe. Now, you might be doing that. That could definitely be what's going on in this reading, for sure. And they might be coming to you because they're powerless to you, Sagittarius. The devil talks about, in this deck, it talks about somebody who is powerless because of the temptation. And he's like some type of a military guy with, accolades and, medals. But at the same time, they're not showing that here, but he is. He's kind of a higher up. And so this guy here is, he can't help himself with this temptation. And this person loves you because of the Six of Pentacles, sharing and caring. That's what they're doing, right? Yeah. So that's what's going on in this reading. And so the Nine of Swords, this person was worried in the past, or you were, but it's like they were worried. But now, Nine of Swords, he's slaying the dragon. They're no longer worried. They're like, time to go. I'm going to slay this dragon. Yeah, and then I'm going to beat up the jester, right? Because here he is, like completely, like ridiculously, like laughing at him. And the king looks real dumb, and the jester actually looks... The jester's the one who looks smart here. I don't know. Maybe the jester was smart, but he was definitely talented. And yeah, in those days it was hard to be like more than one thing, right? Yeah, I think if you were a jester, they just called you a fool, which is ridiculous, right? Yeah, okay. But if you were an entertainer, the real thing about the jester is to be an entertainer, right? Yeah. To entertain the king because he's bored with whatever. And so, yeah, and the Death card is the mindset right here. Transformation is the mindset. Six of Swords is a transition. We change, transformation, transition. Excuse me, the Moon reversed with the Death card again. So different deck, right? And so... could be a Cancerian here, but this is like, and this person's clear here with the Moon reversed, because these people in the upright, the Moon, it's about darkness, right? It's the opposite of the sun. Everything's clear, This is one interpretation. So here it is reversed with the Death card. This is, I'm no longer confused. I want to transform this. We'll get another card, and we have the Sun. There we go. I'm no longer confused. The Sun. I have my clarity, right? Don't have any clothes on, little kid though, but got clarity, right? Yeah, that's what it should say. Remember, it used to say got milk? It should just be for everybody up on a billboard. Got clarity? Seriously, because it is the most important thing that you understand yourself, who you are, and the meaning of life. If you know those two things, you're headed towards success, or you're there. And in the environment is the moon. I mean, not the moon, the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords reversed. This is guilt or embarrassment, right? Embarrassment is a short-lived guilt, pretty much. And, you know, guilt can be really bad, though, right? So with the emotion code practicing that I do, I help people release guilt, right? Guilt can ruin your whole life, right? If you're stuck in the past and you feel guilty for something, oh my God. So we have the Seven of Swords reversed in the environment. This person feels guilty about you or embarrassed when they show up. They might have told you they were going to stay with somebody forever or wherever they were. And it doesn't have to be romantic third party, but there's something else it's getting left. I'm giving up my duties. Now, in the hopes is the Three of Pentacles. Here we have it in the upright, and this is to work things out with the Hermit. So, you know, that is somebody who's usually spiritually mature. But it can be, you know, a Virgo, right? I mean, Virgo's, you know. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of Virgos that I'm sure are mature, right? But they certainly are with their day-to-day life, right? Yeah, their day-to-day life needs to kind of run like a fine oiled machine, yeah. Or they feel completely out of sorts, because that's what the sixth house is about, besides work and health, right? Yeah. So here, this person wants to work things out with you, whoever they are, Sagittarius. Maybe they're the King of Pentacles. I'm not sure. Or, you know, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. They could be Scorpio. Leo's here with the Sun. The Moon is Cancer. And, yeah, kind of lots of folks. It could be this fire sign here, too. The High Priestess, Pisces or Scorpio, is in the potential outcome. And it's here with the Two of Cups. Yeah, this person knows that you are a soulmate. That's why they are willing to cause a lot of pain in their life or to themselves and abdicate the throne. Okay? Don't be laughing at them, Sagittarius. You go, they don't have a throne, power and light. They have a commode, all right? Just kidding, you guys, right? Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I put up a video on my astrology channel, and I will pin it at the top. Go check that out. It's about the new moon in Pisces, and basically, you know, imagining what we can create for ourselves. And also, it's, you know, I'm showing all the 12 signs, discussing the 12 signs. Also a time of compassion, and creativity, making our fantasies real. Yeah, definitely with Pisces. Yeah, go check that out. And thank you so much for joining me here. That's going to be in the first comment pinned. And Sagittarius, how beautiful this reading is. We have the Two of Cups in the outcome. And, you know, this Six of Pentacles is really like the Two of Cups. These people are walking together hand in hand. He's really listening to her. He's really invested in her. And she's invested in him. Right? Yeah. And here's the flowers to show how fertile it is. Yeah, these are pentacles. It's about fertility and abundance. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.